We make several million garments a year, and those go across thousands of schools in the UK and also abroad. Businesses in the specialist sector in the UK, we're probably, without doubt, the best known brand in that sector because we've been around for a long, long time and we're synonymous with good quality, long-lasting products. We have lots of expertise and knowledge, and people have been around in this business for a long, long time. Quite often there's somebody that comes into the business whose aunt, mother, brother, sister, uncle worked in Trutex at some point, and they're clearing out their loft and they find some old garments or some old brochures or something, and that adds to our pile of historic stuff. So, Clitheroe is very much the heart of the business, and I think that will always be the case.
I've worked here for 13 years. My mum works here, she's called Christine Rush, and she's worked here for 30 years. She mentions how things have changed, even from as little things as the office. She said they used to have like a tea lady that had come round and with tea and biscuits. But yeah, she does say it's changed a lot, yeah.
My mum worked here for 38 years. I started in the summer when I was at college and then at uni because my mum worked here. And then just kind of went from there, really. She was obviously here a long time. And there's quite a lot, actually, of people, not necessarily here now, that have had relatives work here, whether it's parents, aunties, uncles. And it's local, which obviously helps. I know a couple of people in this team as well have their children working here in summer. So that probably continue, I would imagine.
I think you are brought here from a young age. I used to wait in reception to go home with my mum because I only went to school just down the road. And therefore, you're kind of already part of the culture before you even start here.
My great-grandma and my grandma both worked here. I enjoy it. I wouldn't have been here 20 years if I didn't.
It's a good place to work, otherwise people wouldn't keep coming back here. I think local definitely helps. The job, the hours, and the people has got to be a big part of it.
We all get along, and therefore it creates a nice environment for you to come into every day.
In the past, actually, we've got quite a generational kind of involvement with Trutex. My granny and her twin sister worked for Trutex back in the 50s, I think it was, 50s, 60s. Couldn't get away, even if I wanted to.
We just love to have stuff about the history. You can see around the building there's loads of stuff that we've collected. Some of the stuff that was here and some of the stuff we've collected over the years. And there's some weird and wonderful things like, we in the 1970s they did a vinyl record with Noel Edmonds, with some Trutex tune on it. I mean, it's just crazy when you look at it now.
I'm the UK's favourite DJs. Noel Edmonds Radio.
It's hard work sometimes. I mean, back to school is really intense. We have this sort of real boom-bust type mentality, and every year, it sort of comes at you like a tidal wave over the summer, and you've got to get it right, because if you don't get another chance until next year.
In August alone, in our busiest peak, I think we were doing like 75,000 units a week, which is, like I say, 300,000 units a month. That's our busy back-to-school period, yeah. That's a normal day-to-day. So now it's preparation for next year, ready for the busy back-to-school.
We have a product development team, so they'll do a design board, and it'll obviously take into account where the school's situated. So quite often we'll use a different lightweight material or modesty material for blouses, things like that. And then it goes through to the technical team. They'll source the fabric and the garments, and then we'll place the orders.
Our blazers now, they use recycled fabric and things like that, which back in the day they were polywool, they were thick, they were heavy, itchy, uncomfortable, so things definitely change with the times, and sustainability and everything. That's such a key area for us as well.
Some schools will let the children design the embroidery, which can be quite tricky. I mean, you get little stick men, or that can be more difficult. Some schools, particularly the international schools, are very complex. They can have Arabic writing, scrolls. They're a lot more difficult to get right. And then the UK, like mainstream schools, are a bit easier in the fact that they just tend to have a badge blazer.
Kids still wear uniform 195 days a year. You buy one blazer for your child, you buy it too big on day one, and you wait for it to become as small as it can possibly be before you change it out. And actually, what that means in practice is that a blazer on average lasts 2.4 years. So that child will have worn that garment 660 consecutive days. And I don't think there's many garments out there that people wear for anything like that length of time. If it lasts for as long as it takes before it's completely grown out of, then that's the best value. And I think that's still the most important thing you can do for parents.